What do you think, man?
Welcome to a brand new season, a brand new edition of the EFL Fantasy Football Podcast, aka
Hold on.
Redraft Rejects.
Where you been last year, man? This is the Redraft Rejects show.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is we're gonna change that shit back. But anyway, it's your boy Travis, aka Sleazy T, here with the commish himself,
Oh,
Elias. I heard that you've been balling out this weekend on the court. They was calling you Carl Anthony Pounds, bro. How you been, man? We back, bro. We back.
look, first of all, too early for this shit, right? Carl Anthony Towns was fucking wicked. Never heard that
Carl
shit before.
Anthony
Well, look,
Pounds.
it's good to have you back, man. First of all, how you been? You took a year off. Shout outs to Pat for stepping in your shoes, man. So appreciate Pat for that.
Yeah, man.
He will be, joining us from time to time, doing his protected next shit and things like that. But how you been, man?
Man, I'm good, bro. Surviving out here, living life. But I'm happy that we're back. The pod is back. The league is back. The group chat has been popping all off season, bro. All
Now,
off season.
Jalen's the reason why, right? As always, Jalen likes to be the center of attention, and for good reasons. If y'all don't know, if y'all haven't known already, Jalen is the 2024 EFL champ. Shout out to Jalen for winning his first championship. Jalen put in the work, he put in the hours, he put in the grind. He was out here busting ass last year, man. And he got those cheeks in the finals, correct?
I'm sorry. Who won the championship?
Did Jalen not clap your cheeks in the finals?
Hey, yo, that's crazy. Not you. Listen, you said he put in the work, put in the hours. I thought you was gonna say we stay hungry, we devour, copying the rocks lines. You had ass. But yeah, Jalen, congrats, bro. You won. It is what it is, man. We just keep moving. It's a brand new season. He won fair and square. It is what it is, bro.
So, like Jalen said, he wants to know what's your thoughts on the 2024 outcome. Jalen's been waiting all year for this, man. He's been when's the recap episode? When we talking about this? When we talking about that? So, what was your thoughts of the 2024 season as you stepped away from the pod, right? Like
Yeah.
you have time. So you were just on the outside looking in last year, and you was able to just focus on what you do, and which obviously was make the championship.
It's like a type.
And and you ain't got no service like always.
Nah, my son.
And never fails, right? That's what you call the Walmart connection. That's what you call why Pat ass not in here too. Jalen don't know why
I'm
Pat
back.
not
I'm
in
back. My
here.
bad. My bad. My bad.
So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts
My
about the
my
whole
thoughts. Well, first
2024
of
season?
all, just because I haven't been doing the pod does not mean I wasn't aware. I was in some of the episodes commenting, roasting y'all and shit. I was watching the pod. I
Yeah.
was paying attention to the whole season. What I could say is last season was entertaining. It was fun. It was a great season. Like it was competitive. I hope that we can continue that this season. I remember my Jamar Chase Joe Burrow combo beat Jeff single-handedly, bro. I remember that. That's what I
Yeah,
remember.
that was
But
one. I think after that Thursday night, he was already up 90 points,
yeah,
right? Like
I
I
said,
think
yo, good
that.
week, Jeff. It was Thursday. The game wasn't even done yet. But yeah, last season was good, man. The championship. I really felt confident, but it just didn't happen. But congrats to Jalen, man. Congrats to Jalen, bro. It was fun. It was fun.
So
Um,
now, um, obviously we lost two of the heaviest guys in the league, right? Drew's gone, Chris is gone. We lost about 1,000 pounds just with those two guys alone, which is
yeah.
fucking insane. Brian now I think becomes the biggest guy in the league, height and weight wise. I don't know. Him and Pat might be, neck and neck. Well,
I don't know. Pat
neck,
looking like he about to get
neck
a
and
show on
shoulders.
TLC, bro.
So I'm not sure how much Pat weighs. Pat might be 420,
You
four
asked
twenty.
Pat, he's gonna say 250.
Yeah, he was 250 in ninth grade, bro. So he's clearly not 250. But we got Eddie back. So shout out to Eddie for rejoining the EFL where he belongs, man. Eddie took a year off, personal reasons.
Yeah.
He's out in Arizona now. But Eddie's back in the league, back to talking shit, back to hashtag fuck Jalen. You know how Eddie
Hashtag fuck Jalen. He said he was gonna make the t-shirts. I said, oh, okay.
T-shirt with the EFL logo on it. And then we got a new guy. My boy Sean from work, he's a fantasy football, I guess, vet, just a rookie to the EFL. He's won a championship in his other league. Interesting draft strategy during the draft. Alex called him, like, not, was it Alex or Ethan that was shitting on him for his Jaden Higgins pick in the fifth round. Um, so we just got to see what Sean brings, man. But, it kind of adds balance to the league because we lose two white guys, but at least you get one white guy back in. So Jeff is not alone. So, we hit our check marks. So we still got the Asian, we still got the white guys, we still got some black guys in here, and then the rest is all Spanish.
Surprisingly, they're all Hispanic.
I know, right? I fooled them when I said fantasy football. I thought they were drafting Ronaldo, and then
I'll be
uh,
so mad if
Messi.
we're in the middle of the season and then the Spanish people disappear because Ice got y'all asses during the season, bro. I don't want that to happen. You
No,
know,
that's fucked up.
that's why you hiding in your basement right now.
You just gave away my location, bro. That's crazy. But first of all, how you feel about your team that you just drafted?
Let me just say this. My first two rounds was amazing. Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey. I was like, ain't no fucking way I'm gonna get Derrick Henry with the 11th pick. And sure enough, he fell. And I was like, oh yeah, I have to get him. And then Christian McCaffrey around. Man, my team is just filled with depth, bro. Like I feel like this team is better than the team I had last year because I have more depth. Like the reason why I was so successful last season is because the Joe Burrow Jamar Chase duo. That was the only reason. You take those away, my team was it was and I admit that. But this team now, I feel like we could put up some points, man. I
And
feel
do
like
you want to
I
go
can
over
still.
your roster?
You said what?
I said, do you want to go over your roster?
Yeah, man. I look at my roster every day, bro. I got Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Jameson Williams, Tyreek Hill. Like my receivers, T. Higgins, TJ Hawkinson, Daniel Carlson. You know, I'm a ride or die Raider fan. Marcus seems to be more ride or die because he drafted every Raider. I got the Packers defense that I didn't draft. I picked up after the Micah Parsons signing.
Okay.
Russell Wilson, I picked up. I drafted Justin Herbert, Aaron Jones, Travis Hunter, which I feel good about, kind of. Kyle Pitts, Bills defense. I feel like this team is going to be successful. I feel like I'm going to be one of the highest scoring teams. And I'm not just saying that because it's my team, but fuck that. Do you see my team name, bro?
Nah, I don't see what is it,
Elias has low T, which you were in suspenders. What the hell was you doing in that picture, bro?
bro. That's what you call posing, my guy. I was, like, you know, popping the suspenders, my guy.
Up in the
That's what pop. Let's see
suspenders.
how pop suspenders.
Ever since I can remember, I've been popping suspenders. That's crazy, bro.
So,
I said, yo, this dude's a fucking nerd.
two things, right? What happened because you didn't draft Jameson Williams? So, uh,
I
air out
see.
what you want to air out because I know it was gonna come up. So,
I was
uh,
not gonna bring it up. It was controversy during the draft. I feel like first of all, I wasn't even gonna say anything until you called me. Hella suspicious. Like, yo, did you
no,
mean
no,
to
no.
draft?
Okay, go ahead. Go from
He's like, did you?
your point of view, then I'll let you know what was
All right,
everything.
so I'm doing the draft, right? And Jameson Williams was there. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna draft him. But somebody picked him. So I was like,
Okay.
damn. So I went with the next best. That was Calvin Ridley. So then you call me. You like, yo, did you mean to draft Calvin Ridley? I ain't thinking nothing of it. I was like, yeah, he was the best
Whoa.
available receiver.
Okay.
So then all of a sudden, it was like a round or two later, Jameson Williams pops up again. I'm like, yo, what the? I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So then wait, let's go back to the call. You was like, did you mean to draft
No,
Calvin
no.
Ridley? I said,
I
yeah.
said, was as Calvin Ridley your guy?
You said, did you mean to draft him? And I said,
And,
yeah. And you said,
and
and I said, why? He said, it's a yes or no question. Bam, hung up. I said,
no,
what the fuck?
you didn't say it. You said, first of all, you
Bro,
never
you
pressed
did
me why.
that.
You said, yeah, I wanted him. I said, all right, cool.
No, I said, yeah, why? You said it's a yes or no question. Click. I was like, what the fuck? You didn't hang up on, you didn't say it's a yes or no question and hung up on me.
Listen, so what happened?
Oh my
Right?
God, this nigga's lying.
And there's multiple witnesses there. Jalen can chime in, Kevin can chime in, Alex can chime in.
Bro, those are all your
So,
fucking boyfriends, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
so uh, Sean and I were in the middle of trade negotiation, right? So clock is ticking, clock is ticking. I'm like, yo, we gotta accept this trade. So he accepts the trade with probably 30 to 20 seconds left on the clock, right? He's trying to draft Mbuka, right? But you know that the where it says draft is usually highlighted in like blue.
Yeah.
So it was great. For whatever reason, the trade went through, but it didn't swap yet in the app. So he couldn't draft because the app was still showing that he wasn't on the clock. So he's like, yo, I can't draft. I can't draft him. I can't draft him. He kept on pressing draft. So when the clock ran out, it took Jameson Williams, right? Alex was like, yo, call Travis because he was next to see because that might have fucked up Travis. He said to see if Travis, want Calvin Ridley. So that's when I called you like, yo, is Calvin Ridley your guy? Did you meet? And when you said yeah, I said,
But you
all right,
didn't
cool.
explain the situation. That's what made it so
So
suspicious.
I think well first, if you would have told me like, nah, he like I wanted Jameson Williams, I would have said, oh, okay, right. So what happened was I had to go back in, I had to pause it, I had to take Jameson Williams out, add Ibuka, and then
But this was after you called me. It wasn't an
no,
issue until I seen Jameson Williams pop up in the
no,
next round.
because
I'm like, what the fuck?
I already had taken Jameson Williams out. That's why I called you when it was paused to see if Calvin was your guy.
Bro, you should
You
have
know what?
explained that. I would have been like, yo, I was looking at Jameson Williams, bro. But you
Well,
didn't
and that's what I'm
explain
saying.
it.
Maybe it was my fault, right? But
Maybe this guy's
so
crazy, bro.
I get a call, right? Patrick is blowing up. Like I'm using my phone to drive, so I can't really be on the phone. Patrick is blowing my shit up. Yo, we got a dilemma. I said, yo, I already spoke to Trav. He said Calvin really was his guy. It's all good. Patrick's trying to sneak his way in there, like the grease ball that he is. First of all, you weren't at the draft. Alex said that Patrick's bed sheets is the paper they used to wrap sandwiches in the deli. So the grease ball, like, Patrick's trying to slide in there, trying to be like, yo, we could do a 3-team trade so that way Patrick could be, so Trav could be happy, and like we need to settle this, and I told him, I said, yo, yeah, that would be between Travis and I, which we figured it out, right?
We
You want
figured
to
it out. We definitely made a trade, Calvin Rivers for Jameson Williams. That was
right?
it.
Straight up,
That was the end of it.
you wanted JMO, I gave you JMO, I got Calvin back in return. I got no problem with Calvin. I actually think Calvin's gonna have a really good year. Uh, in Tennessee with Cam Ward. He's the option. There's no other guy. Name me another receiver on the Titans right now.
Shit.
Exactly. So is Calvin really getting 300 targets this year?
And when he was in the preseason, he was balling, bro. Like, let's
So
not forget that. So it was a win. It was a win-win, bro. Like that trade definitely was a win-win. Like I feel like nobody got the worst end of the trade.
I don't think so.
But the
Like I
thing
said,
is, you made that call so damn suspicious, bro.
and
Like,
what's funny? I thought when you called me, I heard like giggling in the background, right? I
yeah,
thought you was with your girl and she was laughing at the whole situation. Come to find out that was Conrad's bitch ass laughing like a little
yeah.
fucking girl because you guys saw a three-way.
Comrade, comrade, little
Conrad,
fruity ass laugh.
I was like, yo, this girl was laughing because you was tight. You was like, fuck you, fuck Sean, fuck everybody, I'm out. So that shit had me crying. And I realized, like, yo, that's Conrad laughing like a little bitch, man.
Yeah, and then let's not forget Patrick out here acting like a fucking union rep. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna talk to Elias. We're gonna settle this." I said, "Nigga, what? Who talking to you, bro? Like, you got nothing to do with this shit." Pat's my nigga.
So
I love Pat, but goddamn, relax, bro.
how pissed were you when this whole thing went down? Like
Bro,
on 1 through 10, how pissed were
I
you?
was pissed of 15 for the simple fact that it's not me saying this. It's the league. It's the culture, bro. You got corruption accusations everywhere, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Here we go.
That's
You know,
all I'm saying. Corruption. They call you the corrupt missioner, bro. I don't make this up, bro. This is what the league. I'm the head of the EFLPA, bro. Like I be having phone calls with almost everybody in the league,
yeah, like the
and they'd be
same
like,
way
"Yeah,
somebody they told you, yo, let's not do pizza, let's do hot dogs and hamburgers. Like everybody was bitching. After I told everybody, like, yeah, I'm down, and everybody's bitching. oh, how we gonna have a barbecue? We're gonna eat pizza. So fuck all of you. Ain't gonna be right.
Always think about food, bro. I'm talking about your corruption. You talking about
Uh,
food. You want to change.
Another
You want to
thing
change it.
involving Pat, and I want to hear your take on this. Right? Pat threatened to quit the league if he doesn't receive the trophy. Right?
Pat,
It's
Pat, Pat.
listen. It's in my eyes. It's already handed off. Jalen's the current champion. As we know, we go from draft to draft where he holds a trophy. The trophy changes hands during the draft. The sack changes hands during the draft. The kissing of the sack or the licking of the sack that Kevin likes to do because he's like a two-time, three-time champ. Uh,
Yeah,
that all happens during the draft. So if Patrick didn't pay for shipping, which is the winner's responsibility to pay for, right? If you win next year, and for whatever reason you don't come up or this whole Florida thing doesn't pan out and go through, you're responsible to hit up Jalen like, yo,
that's my response, bro. The commission has nothing to do with it. I'll hit up Jalen like, yo, bro. How much is the shipping? Whatever. You know, it's me and Jalen's responsibility. Because if I send you the money, he's responsible to ship it.
ship it.
And that's it,
Exactly.
bro. It's not
And
like
then
I win and I'm gonna hit you like, yo, Elias, when I'm getting the trophy. Bro,
like
we all
it's
got we got jobs and kids, bro. We can't be throwing out money like that. You feel me?
so and that's where I want to know what was your because Patrick is like, yo, that's fucked up. We're not doing this. I'm quitting the league. Like this, all this and that. I thought I thought it was a bitch move by Pat to wait, right? Like if and we love Pat, right? He's been a staple in this league. He's been a cornerstone, of this EFL thing for years since we started. Like he's one of the founding members, along with you, me, and Brian. Even Jeff. Jeff is going on like what year 7, year 8 with us
Yeah,
now.
Jeff been here, bro.
So Jeff's been around for a while. We consider him a founding member as well. But for him to threaten when he had a full year to pay for his trophies, it's a little bitch move right there.
He hasn't talked about it at all, the trophy before the draft.
So we went. He asked me about the shipping. Let's see. Hold on. Actually, let me sweat hamburger grease. So I need to. I'm gonna come back around for that one, Jay. Because I need to ask a question
Yeah,
about you. Hey, so
sweating
yeah,
hamburger grease is
I went to the UPS store twice. Asked them how much was the shipping. They told me about between 30 and $35. I hit up Patrick. He said, "I'll let you know when to ship it." All right, cool. Nothing happens. Months pass. He texted me again, like, yo, can you ship the trophy? I said, all right, it's gonna cost me like this. He goes, yo, double check. I went back to the UPS store. He asked the same thing. You get between 30 and 35 if you had insurance to it. So if it gets damaged, you get that, whatever. And Patrick's like, yo, when I get paid, I'll hit you up so that we can ship it. Nothing. Nothing else. So this has been in my closet. I've been dusting it off from time to time. Patrick's name on it is on there. He has his flag. It's not like I did not purchase his nameplate to add on the trophy. It's not like that year doesn't exist. Now Jalen's is on it, and Jalen's the current champ. So
So
Patrick backed up.
Jalen is now responsible for that trophy. Like whoever wins, if Jalen doesn't repeat, he's responsible for getting the money for shipping and shipping the trophy.
Yeah.
You know,
The only thing.
Jalen needs to know that too, which I'm pretty sure he knows. But the
So
the way he's been kissing that thing, we gotta deep clean that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
first of all, nobody know where Jalen's brother's been since that day of the club. So but Jalen, what's your beef with Patrick? No pun intended with this hamburger grease joke. Like, what's the issue? Pat had you block all off season. Then like you guys go back and forth. He called you a clown or bozo. You call him whatever because he's making fun. Like what is the issue between you and Pat? And I know it's not personal. I know it's just fantasy related, but like why do you guys hate each other so much?
Probably personal because this nigga threatened to punch me in my face. So like, what the fuck is wrong with Jalen, bro? That's not how champions act. Yo, guys, take the laptop off your lap, bro, because your mic is a little sketchy. I think you get your ball sweat in that shit, bro. You
My
can't
shit's
have
already
laptop
weekend.
low T now, bro.
First of all, fix the connection on your phone because you're breaking up. You're sounding like T Pain.
You, it's not me.
Okay, my shit is. I got the best connection in this place, right? So we're gonna move on, man. We're gonna talk about. Let's go with the first pick of the draft, right? So let's look up. Let's look up his stuff real quick. Hold on, let me share the screen and pull up his.
Yo, one thing I wanted to ask, right? Can you hear me good or not?
Yeah,
What happened to the kissing of the sack, bro?
there's the Chris is no longer in the league.
Oh, Chris. Why I thought
No,
Kevin did
no,
that. I
Chris
thought Kevin
Williams.
because I. Oh, it was Chris. Okay. See, I was bringing that up. Not once did y'all mention Chris was the last one. I thought it was Kevin. We just used to having Kevin as the
And,
last, but
and that's the reason, right? We're so used to uh Kevin kissing the side that
so who was the second worst?
um it might have been Kevin. So we got is the roster on the screen? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, so Alex had the first pick, right? He won the 3-point shootout event. He picked the correct person, so he picked the first pick. So Alex or Secret Cervix 007. Um,
That's insane.
all right, he went with. Yeah, let me go this route. This is incredible. Okay, so he went with Jamar Chase in the first, double down with Drake London in the second, Kittle in the third, uh, Jaden Jaden Daniels in the fourth, Travion Henderson in the fifth, with Devontae Smith in the second. Then he went back to back running backs, Tony Pollard and Joe Mixon, not to be confused with Max Mixon.
That
Uh,
one was a fucking. That one was a reach, bro. I don't know why he
so
drafted Joe Mixon so high.
7 and 8. Then we had Jordan Addison in the ninth, so he went back to back injured and suspended player. Um, Braylon Allen in the 10th, as well as Javante Williams in the 10th. Trey Benson in the 11th. Brandon Ayuk in the 13th, and Drake May with his last pick. What do you think about Alex's
I
team?
feel like a part of me it's just like, yo, I feel like Alex be trolling sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he be making moves to get us talking and like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? Remember when Alex first came into the league? We was like, you wasn't like it because that's your boyfriend, but some of us was like, yo, he's ruining the league. Like, what the fuck is he doing? But he's been winning, so I can't say nothing. Only thing I can say is just my personal opinion. I feel like he went too high for a quarterback and he fucking reached on Joe Mixon. Like what? But other than that, Alex is gonna do what Alex does. Him and Jeff traded damn near half their team already, which I don't understand. I'm not a big fan of drafting and then doing multiplayer deals. Like I don't understand why we do this. Like I'm not gonna draft my players and then trade 3 for 3. I'm not doing that. But that's what like
Okay.
I get. I
Even
never got a. What you say?
even even if it benefits your team, you won't do it.
I would know because I'm a future Hall of Famer, bro. When I draft, I need to see what my team does week 1 at least. I'm not trading away nobody until after week 1. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Especially
my
about
thing
like,
is, what about if you have a high valued asset during preseason, right? Everybody wants this guy. Your theory goes, let me see the week one. Week one, he is ass.
yeah,
Now you can't move him, or you moving him for pennies on the dollar for what you could have gotten him. You don't think like you don't think about moving your assets at like their highest
no,
value
because
possible.
we don't know. This is why I love football so much. It's like the only sport to me that's very unpredictable, bro. Like we don't know what's gonna happen. We
Okay.
don't know who's gonna ball out. We don't know anything. So my thing is like if I draft someone and I feel confident, maybe I drafted someone and I didn't really want that person in the later rounds. If you want that person, we could talk. But I'm not trading my second, third, fourth round pick with your second, third, fourth round. I'm not doing that, bro. Like I don't understand why they do that. But to each his own, man. But that's not my style. Like I would make a one player trade, and I'm not trading every fucking week. Like Jeff, bro, he's been texting me, sending me trade offers, and I'm looking, and I'm like, bro, like I'm not making this trade. I'm not doing it. because you're trying to trade away half your team for half my team. You know what I mean? So that's my whole issue with that. Um, but Alex team, man, like let me tell you something. His team isn't bad, but I feel like it's not one of the top five teams. But Alex will be Alex, bro. Like he's
He's
always successful in the league. So, with
so
him, it's just like I know he's gonna make moves and all of that
you know what's
to
crazy?
better his team.
This is
Hmm?
year four of Alex in the league, right? Alex, we were co-champs his first year because of the whole Damar Hamlin
Oh,
situation.
don't do that. Don't
Um,
you
then
you you wiggled your way into that co-champion thing. I don't know
and
how
then
that
I
happened.
don't know how you say I wiggled my way, but then he came in second last year. He lost to Pat. Well, 2 years ago, lost to Pat in the championship game by like less than 3 points. And then
Yeah.
last year he came in third. So Alex has been finishing on the
Let me tell you
podium.
something. When he first got into this league, I was like, yo, he's ruining the league. I'm not saying I didn't like him. Alex has always been solid, but I'm like, yo, what the fuck is he doing? But he's making the league more entertaining, bro, because he's making trades that I would never make, and he's still winning. So, I have no problem. I like Alex in the league now. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? We went from like two trades to four trades
Yeah.
to like
Yep.
six trades. And then we just blew up to like 24 trades and then like 36, 40. Like and Sean, who's new to the league, he said that his league last year, the league that he's in, or like his main league, they've had one trade all year, right? But then again, they do the pass veto shit. We're a non pass veto league, unless it's one sided, how Patrick and Eddie did a couple years back.
Uh, debatable. I feel
No,
like
no, no, no,
Patrick.
no, 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 no.
No,
We know. Listen.
I feel like Patrick wasn't mad enough. I would have been pissed. Like, yo, we agreed on something. But then again, like Eddie was going through some shit, which makes it understandable now. You know what I mean?
So that Eddie gave up. I'll never forget Joe Mixon and fuck, it was a top receiver for crumbs, bro, Like the last fry that's on the bag. Obviously, that Patrick gonna leave in there, but
To go
that's what he traded him for. But speaking about Eddie, right? Eddie had the
Yeah.
number two pick. He
Peg
traded up.
leg Ed is back.
Greg Ed is back in the fucking league.
And
He,
for those of y'all who don't know, when we did the combine, what was it a couple years ago?
yeah.
We did the punt, the punt. What do you call it? The punt competition. The way Eddie was using his leg, bro, he never bent it. It was always straight. I said, bro, do you have a fucking peg leg?
It was
Yeah.
like,
It's like I was like, yo, what the hell's wrong with your leg, Eddie? But
so Eddie's back in the league. Happy to have him back. Eddie's always been like a good competitor in this league. Eddie represented the EFL last year in the league versus league that we did. Shout out to
yeah,
Eddie for being our sixth member.
welcome
Uh,
back,
Eddie
peg
traded
leg.
Eddie traded up to the second priority pick because I made a trade with them. I can't remember what that trade entailed, but Eddie had the number two pick, drafted Bijan, which he fucked everybody up because he was telling me CD. He told Alex CD. I kind of thought he was going CD even before he told me because Eddie's a big cowboy dick rider. So I thought I thought he was going CD. Period. So he went Bijan, then he went Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs in the second, so back to back running back. Lad McConkey in the third, Chuba in the fourth, DK in the fifth. Then he had no 6th round pick because that was part of the trade. Then he went Zay Flowers, Jerry Judy in the seventh and eighth. Eagles defense in the ninth, which is fucking crazy that that was the first
Yeah,
defense I think taken
I
off
think
the
he did
board.
that out of spite. Saying,
You know what? All right, Eddie, who you took the defense, right? So you got the Eagles defense. Then he had my ninth pick, so he ended up picking up Dak Prescott. So he got his defensive quarterback out the way. Then he went uh, Jake Ferguson, so another Cowboy on his roster. Tank Bigsby in the 11th. Uh, Dicker the kicker in the 12th. Keon Coleman in the 13th. Rico Dowdle in the 14th. And then he got his backup quarterback, T-Law, in the 15th round, man. I think Eddie's team is pretty solid, man. He got a nice backup. He got nice running back, right?
yeah,
Bijan, Josh Jacobs, Chuba Hubbard. That's a solid three-headed monster right there. Lad McConkey's pretty much this guy's main target. Oh man, what's his name? Herbert's main target out there in LA. DK has A Rod throwing him the ball, so who knows how that's gonna be. He could have a big year, he could have a down year.
Yeah, it's either he's gonna have a good year or a bad year. I feel like there's no in between, man.
I'm not a fan of Zay Flowers. I think Jerry Judy's gonna have a good year with Flacco throwing him the rock. So I think Judy's definitely their wide receiver one. I think he would post good numbers this year. And anybody but Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson's ass for real. No pun intended.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know your hatred for Deshaun Watson, but yeah, Jerry Judy got Flacco blow your backo. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, but my whole issue with that is like, is he always gonna be the QB1? That's why I feel like Jerry Judy was a little bit of a high pick. Um, Keon Coleman is going. I feel like that's a steal to get him
So
that low. I feel like he's gonna have a hell of a season, bro.
all right, so Jerry Judy was taken at the 8-11, right? These are the next five receivers that were taken after him. You tell me who you take Jerry Judy over.
I don't like Jerry Judy. I don't like him at
All
all.
right, so Jerry Judy, Jordan Addison,
I'm taking Addison, bro.
even with the 3 game suspension.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Fuck that.
Okay,
Fuck Jerry.
Jerry Judy, Debo,
Debo.
Jerry Judy, Jaden Reed,
I'll take Judy right there.
Jerry Judy, or Stephon Diggs.
I'm taking Diggs. Diggs is hurt, no?
He's questionable, but you know how that preseason
I'm
shit. And then the
taking
last
Diggs.
one,
I'm,
Jerry Judy or Michael Pittman.
I'm taking Michael Pittman. Absolutely, without question.
Okay, so you definitely is not a Jerry Judy fan, I would say.
Remember what Steve Smith said? Jerry Judy is not him, bro. He's not him. And I seen that when he was in Denver. He's not him. So you're gonna go from Denver to Cleveland and think you're gonna get better?
But
Absolutely fucking not.
he had a nice season last year with Jameis Winston last year as his
Man,
quarterback. Once
fuck Jerry.
Jameis Winston took over starting role, he put up numbers, man. You can't shit on Jerry Judy and say he's trash. He put
Okay,
up
so no, no.
numbers.
Okay, so you got Flacco. What if
Okay.
Flacco goes down? Then you have Gabriel, who's a rookie, and then if he goes out Shador, I don't trust rookie quarterbacks, bro. I don't trust Flacco, bro. Like I don't. I don't care if he led the Browns to the fucking playoffs that one year. I don't give a damn.
Did he not ball out?
Huh?
Did he not ball out?
Did, but I don't trust Flacco, bro. I don't.
All right.
If I don't
I
trust the
don't know.
quarterback,
You,
I'm
you
not gonna
talk
draft.
you talk about me having beef with Deshaun Watson. I don't know what's your beef with Flacco, man. But on the third pick, Brian also trades up with me. He gets the third priority when we made this deal.
Collusion.
He said, "What happened?
Collusion. I actually
What
opened
happened?"
an investigation and closed the investigation because no one was cooperating with that. I feel like you got people in your pockets, bro. Like I don't understand this league, man.
All right. So
You say,
Brian,
yo,
when we had
Brian,
that
did you
trade, he wanted a top receiver, right? So he ends up going Justin Jefferson is at the 103. Then he gets Josh Allen at the 210, right? He has no third, so maybe he felt he needed to get a top-notch quarterback before Jeff steals him. Then he goes Scary Terry in the fourth, Isaiah Pacheco in the fifth. Then Brian has no sixth rounder, right? So no third, no sixth. Then he gets Travis Etienne in the seventh. Then he gets my seventh, which he took David and Njoku. Then he gets uh, Patrick's eighth that I had that I made a deal with Patrick. We'll get there when we get there. He takes Jawan Jennings, which I think might be a sleeper pick. I know he's a little hurt, but there's no receiver options in San Fran. So Jennings and Kittle are the guys. Then this is where Brian starts becoming Brian, right? Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb
And
was a
okay,
fucking reach, and I love Nick Chubb, bro.
right? And Nick Chubb in the eighth, which with Joe Mixon being down at least the first 4 weeks of the year, it might be good for him. They're saying that they really don't know when Joe Mixon might be coming back. So it might be a steal, but during the draft, it was definitely a reach. Then he goes and gets Debo in the ninth. So he has both Washington receivers. Then he gets Brock Purdy in the 10th,
That was a
Detroit
reach.
Lions defense in the 11th. Then Brandon Aubrey in the 12th, so he has the best kicker in the league. And then, of course, his love for the Chargers, Keenan Allen, Tajay Spears, and Isaiah Likely for his last pick. Brian's team is Brian's team. I don't know what to like. It's built like how you would think a Brian team would be built.
Yeah, like well, his first few picks was pretty solid. Once you got past that, it got to the Nick Chubb thing. I'm like, bro, like there was so many running backs available. I know it's Nick Chubb, bro. Like I love Nick Chubb. I really do. But I'm like,
I can,
okay, he came did he like break his leg or
I can tell you right now who what running backs are drafted after him. Joe Mixon, Cam Scatterable, Austin Eckler, Jalen Warren, Jacoby Crosby Merritt, Brian Robinson, J.K. Dobbins, Charbonnet, Javante, Braylon Allen. So it wasn't like there was a lot of options out there, but there were better options than
for
broken ass
facts?
Nick Chubb. What
But
Jalen
it's his
said, Chubb is
but it's
cooked.
his team, you know.
Chubb
It's his team.
is
And Taylor said Chubb is cooked, and I believe it, man. I feel like he's not gonna be the same. And I love Nick Chubb, bro. Like I drafted Nick Chubb multiple times, and he balled out for me. But you see, like the severity of his injuries and coming back, and now you got to share the load with Joe Mixon, who also injured. I don't get the Texans backfield, bro. Like I don't understand it. Like 3 years ago, the Texans backfield would have been a good backfield, but now it's just like they
is
getting old, bro. They getting old. Like my whole thing with like running backs. I would draft younger ones. Like I would draft a rookie running back opposed to a veteran running back if you're not Derrick Henry or Christian McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's just like my thing is Brian. He definitely reached on Nick Chubb. He could have did better options, but his team's not bad at all. His team's not bad. I feel like he could
I
win.
think the differ. I think Brian's one of the worst. Brian's definitely one of the bottom teams in the league. Brian's definitely as a
But
preseason.
my thing is like we said these things before. We call Brian the taco of the league, but Brian has been solid, bro. Like he's
Brian
the
has
one that don't pay attention and shit, and he still be winning.
Brian has two chips, so I can't really question
Yeah,
his madness. But then we got
yeah.
rookie, well, by default, rookie of the year. We got Sean, um, Shawn, not Sean or Shaun, as people been calling him in chat. So Sean won the Royal Rumble, the
Oh, his name is Sean. I
EFL.
thought his name was Ryan.
No, Ryan is the last name.
Sean Ryan. That's the whitest fucking name I ever heard in my life, bro. Sean Ryan. That's the whitest fucking name. EFL
So
just got a lot more white.
So Sean won the EFL WWE Royal Rumble to kick things off. He ended up picking the fourth pick. His whole draft board got fucking screwed up because I don't know if you saw he changed his name to Bijan Mustard or something like that, or
Yeah.
Bijanese, some shit like that, because he wanted Bijan, but then Eddie, sniped him. So he ended up with Gibbs in the fourth, which I think is a little too high for Gibbs. But to each his own. Bucky Urban
Gibbs in
in
the
the
first.
second,
You said Gibbs in the first round was too high.
at the 1-4, yeah.
Absolutely. Man, I absolutely agree. Like I absolutely agree with that.
So at the 1-4, I think Gibbs is too high, right? If you're gonna go running back, I think you might go Saquon at that situation, at that spot. But hey, whatever. Bucky Urban in the second, James Cooks in the third, right? So he has a three-headed backfield. Then he has Marv, Jaden Higgins, where this is where shit start going downhill, I think, for Sean. I think Jaden Higgins is a reach at number 5. Then we make that trade where he gets Matthew Gold, and then we make that trade, he gets Ibuka. Then he gets no seventh rounder because that comes to me. And he gets Ricky Pearsall on the eighth, which Ricky Pearsall might be a sleeper. Cam Scatterboo in the ninth. Then he gets no 10th, no 11th round. Then he gets Michael Penix in the 12th. Uh, Bashil Tootin in the 13th, J.J. McCarthy in the 14th, and Mason Taylor, the nephew of Jason Taylor, in the 15th round. Right? I think he's going to rely on Gibbs and Gibbs and Bucky Irvin might have to carry the workload for his team. They might have to
Listen,
be.
I'll tell you this right now. He's not making the playoffs. I'll tell you this right now. I guarantee he's not making the playoffs.
You guarantee that.
I guarantee he's not making. This is not a playoff team, bro. It's really not. Like the best player on this team, like the not the best player, but the player that I think will have like the most points is McCarthy, bro. Like I feel like he's gonna have a hell of a season, but I'm looking at
Really,
his team.
Jason McCarthy?
Absolutely, he's gonna ball out this fucking season. You mark my fucking words, bro. I wish I could have drafted him.
Hmm.
But I don't like this team at all, man. I feel like this isn't a playoff team. Um, I know he's decorated elsewhere, but in the EFL he's a rookie, and to me this looks like a rookie team. You go so high on your first pick when there's clearly way better running backs out there.
I
And
think
you,
he's gonna. I think Saquon. Okay, how I had them ranked was
he passed up
Bijan.
Saquon.
So I had them ranked Bijan, Saquon, Gibbs. Right, those are my top three. So for me, he just flip flop Gibbs and Barkley, whatever. Cool. Do I think Barkley's gonna have another 2000 season? No. It's hard to replicate greatness, right? He's gonna have a good year, but Gibbs splits the backfield with Montgomery, right? They love that two-headed back system that they have. Montgomery usually starts the game. He's their first and second down back. Gibbs gets a lot of um, passing opportunities, catching opportunities, and third down back, which is good for him in a PPR league. So he's going to have to rely on Gibbs, Bucky, and James Cook to carry his team. Marv Marv has all the potential to be a great receiver, but last
Absolutely,
year,
he's gonna have a great season.
right? Last year, who knows? Last year, I don't know what happened over there. Jaden Higgins is going to be starting at wide receiver three for the Texans. He's definitely going to overtake Christian Kirk. I'm not worried about that. But then you got a Matthew Golden. Is he going to be the wide receiver one in Green Bay? Every week there's a different wide receiver one. And Mike Ibuka, they say he's going to be a stud, but you still got Mike Evans, who's a walking 1,000 yard, 10 touchdown guy. So I don't know what's on the team, man. I think right now out of the four teams we mentioned, Brian and Sean are the odd ones out to miss the playoffs.
My
I
thing with
think
Golden is I feel like people are so high on Jordan Love, bro, that I feel like if he struggles, what is what is it gonna look like? You know what I mean?
oh, hold on, let's see this. I actually think Sean has one of the better teams in the league. If Abuka and Golden pop, it's spook. You see, and
Yeah,
of course,
but the thing is if you know
yeah,
what I mean?
you can say that about anybody, right? If Jameer Gibbs and James Cook pop off, is going to be bad. If Penix and McCarthy become like lights out, it could be bad, right? It's a bunch of what
Yeah,
ifs, and I think Sean has too many what ifs on his roster.
yeah, I agree with that. I feel like don't be so high on Jordan Love, bro. Like I don't know, maybe I don't know, but I feel like this, in my opinion, and I'm not hating on Sean. Welcome to the league, bro. Happy to have you here. I just don't feel like this is a playoff team. You know?
I don't either. I think right now him and Brian on the outside looking in, right? Then we
Yeah.
go to my boy Little Bill. We go to my boy Left Eye Strong Guy. Uh,
Christian McCaffrey.
right? DK No Calf. We got Conrad, right? Who Conrad's the only person under 200 pounds in this league. So shout out to Conrad for that achievement. He had the 1-5. He ended up with Amon Ross St. Brown. Nice pick. Then he went Jonathan Taylor, Ken Walker, second and third round. Patrick Mahomes in the fourth over
Reach, reach.
Joe Burrow. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Over Jaden Daniels, over like who else you could have said? Like I understand his name holds value, and he's been a great player for so long now, and you
I
kind
know he
of
was top. He was top five in the 100 NFL list, but understand that's the players' votes. You feel me? Like, and
so
it's Patrick Mahomes.
unless Conrad thinks Patrick Mahomes is like has a
But then he
revenge
reached
story
on. Didn't he
still.
have him last season and reached on him too? I told Comrade. I said,
No, no,
bro.
no. I had him and I trade. Well, I got him in a trade from Marcus last year, and then I moved them to Chris last year.
Okay, so
And
I
Conrad
told I
didn't have
told
them.
I told Conrad, I said, bro, 3 years ago, your team would have been fire, bro.
So this is where shit gets a little spooky for Conrad, right? Rasheed Rice, drafted in the fifth before the suspension was announced, serving a 6 game suspension. Then he gets Mark Andrews in the sixth round.
Reach. Wait, but hold on. I bet money. Conrad, Conrad don't even know Rasheed Rice is suspended. I bet you, bro. I bet money. I bet
So
money right now. He don't even
you
know.
got Mark Andrews in the sixth, Cooper Cup in the seventh, Chris Olave in the eighth, right? Which those are two what ifs. Who knows how Cooper Cup is going to play out with Sam Darnold? Chris Olave can't even stay on the field. Austin Eckler in the ninth, Dalton Kincaid in the 10th, Khalil Shakir in the 11th. Uh, I think this is Jake Bates or Jesse Bates. Let me see. Yep,
Jake
Jake
Bates.
Bates as his kicker. The Giants defense. Then he picked up Alex in the 14th, and then
Yo,
the Chiefs defense. So Conrad, for years we've been telling you, why the fuck are you drafting two kickers? Why? I don't want to hear bye week. I don't want to hear none. It's two fucking kickers. You drop your starter, you pick up somebody that's on free agency, you get someone, you get other options, right? At that second kicker, he could have picked up McCarthy, Spears, Rico Dowdle. He could have had options, right? Isaiah Likely to be the handcuff to Mark Andrews if he wanted. So many options he could have went with. Your man chose a second kicker. And a second I don't understand the two defenses either, man.
listen, let me tell you something. Conrad's my boy, but he's still drafting as if he's a rookie. Because understand, before he came to this league, he never did fantasy before, bro. So I understand his logic because that was my logic when I first started drafting. Okay, I'm gonna draft two kickers because my kicker's gonna have a bye week, so I'm gonna need another kicker. You know what I'm saying? That's rookie mistakes. Conrad is another team outside looking in. He's out. He's not even looking in. If you ask me, he's just outside, bro. This
So
is
right,
another team, bro. Bottom tier team.
so the first five teams, right? We got Alex playoffs, Eddie playoffs, and then Brian, Sean, and Conrad out the playoffs. That's what you're
Out the
saying?
playoffs. Absolutely. Well, not
Oh,
absolutely. Like, it's not a chance for Brian and Sean to get in, but Conrad, no, Sean and Conrad definitely not gonna be in the playoffs. Definitely not. That's why when we did the little conference draft, I
yeah.
drafted Conrad. Like, come on, bro. You
So
feel
now
me?
we
Like he's not that his team is terrible.
so this is the part of the draft that shit got real heavy, bro. We had Belichick
Literally.
drafted at the 106. Your man picked up Saquon. So much for a giant Eagle hater. You picked up Saquon, Kyron, and James Conner, which James Conner in the third is a reach, if you ask me, right? Then Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, fourth and fifth. C. Drake Stroud in the sixth. He had no seventh round, no eighth round. They picked up Jaden Reed in the ninth. They picked up Tucker Kraft in the 10th, Caleb Williams in the 10th, Broncos defense in the 11th, and Chiga Concord with my 11th that we've since made a trade. Tyler Algier in the 12th, Adam Thielen in the 13th, Tyler Bass, no relation to Ronnie Bass, in the 14th, and
Sunshine,
and
sunshine.
Wen- and Wendell Robinson in the 15th. Um, I think this is a playoff team. I think it's a low, like a fifth seed, sixth seed, seventh seed playoff team. Um, he's definitely going to rely on Saquon, right? Like Saquon's going to be his workhorse. Kyron is a touch. The thing with Kyron, his points are touchdown based, right? If he's not scoring touchdowns, he's not putting up like high points. I know I had him last year. You guys say I'm trade rate cut, but if you look at it, that trade, like looking back at it now, turned out to be a good trade for both of us, right? I moved neighbors. I moved JSN, who became a high valued asset toward the end of the year. I get Nico and I get Kyron. Nico has a hamstring problem for a couple of weeks, so forth, so on, right? I think Patrick does make the playoffs. I think uh, Patrick's team leaves a lot of points on the board because a lot of the 1 yard, 2 yard goal line opportunities is going to go to Jalen Hurts. Um,
Listen, bro.
so
With Pat's second round pick, bro, I definitely would have picked a different route. Like, bro, you still have fucking Derrick Henry, my nigga.
No, no,
Like,
no.
are you?
So no, Derrick Henry, you took
No, no,
Derrick
no.
Henry,
I'm
right?
I'm I'm bugging. I'm bugging. Christian McCaffrey. My bad.
No, remember, you had the wraparound. So
Oh
these are the
yeah, I
running
did. I'm
backs.
sorry. Wait. But let me say this. With Williams, right? He's just a running back, bro. He's not a receiving back. Plus, you got Puka and Devontae. I don't feel like they're gonna rely so heavily on the run, bro. Like, but Patrick, and I can't even talk shit about Pat because this nigga has my number, bro. Every season, I cannot beat Patrick, bro. I cannot beat Patrick. So
You can't.
that being said, this is definitely a playoff team. Like, I messed up the wraparound shit. Um, I just feel like he went best available at the time, which is fine. I think this is a solid team. It's a solid team, bro. Like,
I think so. So I think right now we got three guys in the playoffs, three guys on
yeah,
the outside, right? So now we go to Jeff's team, which Jeff took a completely different strategy here. This guys, com, com, usually Jeff is
is it
five
is
out
this
of first
is
six
this
picks.
before trades?
This is what he drafted,
Okay.
right? We're going based on how he drafted, not the trades he's made, right? Because Jeff had the 107. Jeff is usually never drafted this high. He usually never drafted this kind of style. He went back to back, tight end one, tight end two, Bowers and McBride,
That's a great fucking strategy, if you ask me. That is
right?
a fucking awesome strategy, bro.
He has the leg up. Well, he had the leg up on the league as far as tight ends, right?
Yeah,
It would be better if this league is a tight end premium league because now their points are even valued so much more. But it's not. It's a regular 1 point PPR for all positions. Uh, so Bowers, McBride, A Chain in the third. Then this was a Joe Burrow fourth round pick, which I believe he picked Joe Burrow to stop the Joe Burrow chase stack with Alex.
oh, which is
Right?
smart because they want to copy me. They want to copy me.
I guarantee you, if we could get Jeff to chime in one of these days, I'm gonna ask him. I think that was a pick to stop the Burrow chase stack for Alex. Then he went back to back quarterbacks for Baker Mayfield, Xavier Worthy in the sixth. Three running backs in the next 3 rounds: Caleb Johnson, Tyrone Tracy, and Jalen Warren. Rookie tight end Colston Loveland. Chris Godwin in the 11th. Three more running backs: Jaden Blue. Uh, so yeah, uh, Jadon Blue, Jalen Wright, and should we back out of that? And Najee Harris in the 14th. And then he finished the draft off with Cam Ward. Right? I think from what he drafted, not obviously the moves he's made because now he's filled out his roster. From his draft from his draft team. This is a team that's on the outside looking in. You can't rely on Worthy and Chris Godwin to be
But
your
that,
QB.
but that's, but that, that's Jeff, bro. Like, I never look at Jeff when he drafts. I don't think he sees, okay, there's a playoff team. He's drafting to make trades.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
Absolutely. That's why you picking fucking Baker Mayfield in the what, the fifth round? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, you're looking to trade him eventually.
and he did. He moved Bowers to Alex. I don't know what that trade entailed, and then he traded me, Trey McBride and Joe Burrow. So I got Burrow and
So he,
McBride
so
now.
he still, he still has Baker Mayfield.
Yes, he said he has
Jeff,
Baker.
Jeff, you're fucking bugging. You trade away Joe Burrow, but keep Baker Mayfield is beyond me, bro. Like, I don't understand that shit.
So
This, this is
based on
why
the
this is why
team.
I feel like he's outside looking in because, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm keeping Joe Burrow, bro. Like, are you kidding me? You gonna trade Joe Burrow and keep Baker Mayfield?
So
Come on, Jeff. Yeah,
so
Jeff,
the next guy, right, that
get your
drafted
ear, big guy.
is our resident immigrant. We got Kevin at the 108.
What in the
Um,
way? Do the way.
so he drafted CD first round, great pick, especially great value at the eighth pick. Great
Yeah.
fucking value. Nico Collins, 2-5, great value for Nico. Omarion Hampton, third pick, solid. You know what? Cortland Sutton as your flex option, not bad. And Sam Laporta, right, in the fifth. Okay, cool. Then he gets Jared Goff, so he has that Laporte. He has a Laporta Goff stack, fine. Bo Nix, so if he wants, he has the Bo Nix Cortland Sutton stack. Cool. Shit starts going downhill from here. Judkins in the eighth, not even signed yet, right? Might get suspended when he does sign. Who knows? Jakrowski Merritt, rookie running back, who supposed to be taking over the guy, the backfield from Brian Robinson, but they still got Eckler, they got Chris Rodriguez, so who knows what's going on there? Michael
Man,
Pittman
that's
in the
Eckler's
10th,
backfield, bro.
Pittman in the 10th, Rashid Shaheed in the 11th, Dallas Goddard in the 12th, Steelers defense in the 13th, Chris Boswell in the 14th, and Rashard Bateman in the 15th. I think the firepower from Lamb, Collins, Laporter, Golf, and who knows how Omarion Hampton's going to be in and the Chargers. Harbaugh loves his running game, so he might get a lot of opportunity there. I think
They
those
be saying him and Ashton Genty, bro, neck and neck. You feel me?
Patrick know nothing about that. I think those guys, right? Those five guys carries Kevin to a playoff berth,
Let me say this: as long as Kevin been in this league, this is the best team he's drafted. I
right?
feel like I feel like
We
this is
all
a playoff
know
team.
we know Kevin has bad luck, so sooner or later, CD's gonna end up on the IR. Omarion Hampton's gonna end up on the IR. Like Kevin just had like for the last 2 or 3 years, he's just been shit out of the luck. But
Yeah.
I do think with those guys, that's a solid like so his starting lineup is solid to carry him to the playoffs. Now, what happens when injuries start coming along, bye weeks start coming along? Kevin might have a serious problem on his hands. But I think, not to be biased, but I think we got the best team in the league right now.
Whoa. You said Kevin has the best team in the league.
No, no, no. I said we're going to go over who I think is the best team in the league right now.
You're gonna say you. That's why you said not to be biased.
Exactly, right? So
Yeah.
we
I
got,
swear to God, bro. You are the
yo,
fucking Vince McMahon of the EFL, bro.
listen, best team name in the league, Ku Klux Klans, my guy? Come on, man.
You made
If
you made so many fucking trades, bro. It's
you
not even
look
funny.
at the draft board, my name is everywhere, bro.
Bro, you look at the board, I can't keep up. This shit look like I got fucking chicken pox, bro. Like, bro, it's just I don't understand. I definitely traded with you, bro. And you made all of these trades and your team is still ass. I don't
You,
understand.
you crazy. I got probably arguably the best team in the league, right? First round, Malik Neighbors. Second round, Puka. Third round, AJ Brown. Come on now.
And
That's the
and
best.
and and, and you said you would never draft a giant, bro.
I drafted Giants last year, if you don't remember. I
Yeah,
drafted
I
Neighbors
did, but
then.
what changed, bro? Like you said, bro, you put that on your life. I don't
No,
fuck with the Giants. I would never draft a
I
Giant. I
don't.
said,
I
yo,
don't
what if
fuck with the Giants.
Saquon is the best? Well, I was like, what if Saquon is the best player in the league and he's available? You'll pick him. You said no.
You're right, but Neighbors is that guy, man. Neighbors is fucking nice.
You doing that because you're being smart, bro. Like understand that with your ego bias, you was not winning.
Okay, you crazy, right? So I got the best three receiver. Like, come on, my receivers are
Puka,
stacked,
bro.
right?
Puka's a solid number two, bro. In the second round, solid number two.
And
Because you got
AJ Brown,
Devontae fucking Adams.
AJ Brown in the third. Come on now. Come
That
on.
was a good pick. Your team is, bro. You're gonna be a top. You're gonna be one of the top teams
All right.
in the playoffs, bro.
Then we got Brees Hall in the third
Solid,
round.
solid.
That I made the trade with you. I had no fourth. So we got RJ Harvey, David Montgomery in the fifth round, both in the fifth. Uh Ted McMillan in the sixth. Then I had three seventh rounders. I went Jameson Williams, which we spoke about that whole fiasco that happened. Jalen Waddle and Roma Dunze, right? Those were my seventh rounders. Evan Ingram in the eighth. I had no ninth. Charbonnet in the 10th. Jerome Ford in the 11th, followed by Jordan Love in the 11th. Luther Burden in the 12th. Zach Ertz and Dylan Sampson, both in the 13th, back to back picks. Trey Harris in the 14th. Rams defense and Justin Fields back to back picks in the 15th round. Right? I made all these moves, and yes, my team is fucking phenomenal because that's what happens when
Okay, okay, all right.
That's
Calm
what
down a
that's what
little bit.
happens when a veteran like me drafts, right?
Calm down.
But
I'm not saying it's a good team. Phenomenal.
acquiring all these draft picks, I ended up with five more people than what we allowed. So I have to cut five people. I made a deal with Jeff that we spoke earlier. I traded away Sampson, Ford, Evan Ingram, Ted McMillan, Jalen Waddle, and Jordan Love for Joe Burrow and Trey McBride, right? Ford and Sampson were on my
So you
starting
made
lineup.
all of those trades just to end up with two players, bro?
Yeah, but now look at all the asset that I acquired. Look at those two players that I brought back. You know what I mean? Like I brought back Joe Burrow and Trey McBride. Like, come on.
You're just trading out of your ass, bro. Like I understand you want to make your team better. I get it. But you do have a solid, you have a playoff team, man. You
So
do.
now listen to this lineup, right? Just off the top of the head, right? Listen to this
Okay,
lineup.
let me
Joe
hear it.
Burrow, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow for now. For now.
Okay, Joe Burrow, Brees Hall, Montgomery, Neighbors, Puka, AJ Brown in the flex, Trey McBride at the tight end. Come on, bro. I'm fucking.
You'll put. Do you value Puka over AJ Brown?
I think because the Eagles are so run dominant, yes.
Because they got Saquon, but then these teams is gonna go in there to try to stop the run,
But
bro.
think about it. AJ Brown is my flex. There
You
was
know
some
who's gonna
years where
ball out on the Eagles offense, bro? Devontae Smith, bro. He's gonna be the one.
there were some years where AJ Brown was people's wide receiver one. I got him in my flex. Like, come
That's
on.
a fact. I'm not knocking your team. You have a good team, bro. I just feel like you was making trades out of your ass, you know. And I'm gonna end up with Joe Burrow, hopefully. But that's behind closed doors.
All right. Now we got all right,
He said, fuck
we
out of
almost
here. That's crazy. We have an agreement, bitch.
we almost finished with this, right? We got the champs league because we
He's
gotta
about to
acknowledge
come in.
him.
He's about to come into the comments.
We gotta acknowledge him as a champ because that's what he is. Jalen had the 110, which amazes me how, as the champion, you get the last remaining pick, and people love 12th and 11th. So Jalen moved up to 10. You may got BTJ, Brian Thomas Jr. in the first, Chase Brown in the second, JSN, or as he likes to call Jamar Chase 2.0 in the third,
Yeah, that he always wants to fucking trade every week.
Jalen Hurts in the fifth pick. I mean, sorry, Jalen Hurts in the fourth, Pickens in the fifth, DeAndre Swift in the sixth, TJ Warren, rookie tight end from the Colts in the seventh. Jordan Mason, which I think is a steal in the eighth, Diggs in the ninth, J.K. Dobbins in the 10th. He has no 11th round. Then he gets Rashad White in the 12th, along with Darnell Mooney. No 13th round. He gets Christian Kirk in the 14th, uh, Cardinals defense in the 14th, no 15th round. I think Jalen is a playoff team.
He
He has
I absolutely agree he's a playoff team, but he's not a back-to-back champion team.
the only knock I have on Jalen's team right now, as it's currently constructed, is the lack of running back power. Right? He has Chase Brown, which is solid, but he's relying on DeAndre Swift to be his RB2. I think that is terrible.
It is.
An
It is.
I think Swift is an RB3 flex option at most. I'm not sold on Swift. I'm not sold. I don't know. Like he likes Swift, right? Apparently, if
I
Jordan
like Swift
Mason
too.
takes over that backfield, then he can definitely plug in Jordan Mason to be his RB2, which will be a better option. But he has to take over that. Oh my God, really, really? So it was you, Alex. So so Alex is the one handing out emails
Alex,
and
son
phone
of a
numbers.
bitch. Yo, did
Listen,
you
I
did
still got
you Elias, did you do your appointment online, bro?
not. I think it's next Monday.
My
But
shit passed. They was blowing my shit up. I'm not doing
but
this shit, bro.
fuck all you guys for that. I don't know who did it, but I think the lack of running back might be Jalen's downfall. I like his receivers, right? I like Brian Thomas. I like JSN. I think Pickens is gonna have a scary year.
You think that was a good first pick for Jalen?
At that point, You know what? If receivers is what he wanted, yes, right? Because I would pick Brian Thomas over Puka. I would pick Brian Thomas over Nico. I would pick Brian Thomas over Drake London, Lad McConkey, AJ Brown. So if he was going receivers, yes. Now whether he wanted a running back and they didn't fall to him, or if he wanted Brock Bowers and Brock Bowers got snagged up, he might have just went best available. Um, but you know what? That this is his team. I think maybe instead of drafting Pickens, he could have drafted David Montgomery to be his RB2. I think that might have been a better pick for him at that situation. But I like Jalen's team. I think Jalen, um, one, he had the easy division, so Jalen should win. He should win his division.
Who's in this division again?
After this, I'll tell you because I don't know off the top of my head, but I know it's
Okay.
easy. So he should win his division. He should be a top team and as heading into the playoffs. But we'll see from there, man. Like I, I think running backs is definitely like I'm looking over his roster. I'm not sold on Swift as the RB2, man. I'm not.
Me neither.
I don't know if you want to go. Well, you already went over your team, so
Let me tell you something. Swift, he has fucking he has terrible vision, bro. Like I be watching. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? It's like what's his name? What was the running back from the
Trent
Browns?
Richardson.
Yes. Oh my god, his vision was fucking horrible. I'm not saying Swift is that bad, but damn it, he close.
So let's see. It says Swift has the best year of his career and this year under Ben Johnson and the new and improved Bears offense. Okay, I think that the offensive line got a lot better, Jalen, so it might help. Absolutely. The problem, Ben Johnson loves his two-headed backs, right? So Swift, he went from being the workhorse last year to probably splitting time with Roshan Johnson or the rookie Kyle Monangai, right? Because Ben Johnson loves his speedster, he loves his power back. Swift is their speedster, he's their pass catching back out the backfield. So one of probably Kyle Monangai is going to be the guy to be the bruiser on that offense, right? Appreciate the info, fellas. And then we got Brian, Marcus, and Kev in my division. He should win that division.
Brian, Marcus, and Kevin. Yeah. Hey, Jalen, you the champ, bro. I got nothing. I got nothing but good things to say, bro. So
So
I respect. I respect the champ of this league. So yeah, you definitely a playoff team, in my opinion. Do I think you're gonna go back to back? No,
one,
but
two.
that's simply saying because, bro, it's hard to repeat in this league. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is definitely Jalen's team
So
is definitely a playoff team.
okay, so we're gonna go over the playoff teams, right? Because we already said Alex is a playoff team. We said Eddie's a playoff team. We said Patrick is a bottom tier playoff team. Kevin, playoff team. I'm a playoff team, and Jalen a playoff team, right?
Yeah,
So one, two, three, four, five, six. So that leaves one playoff spot between you and Marcus.
it's
We
me.
already
It's
went
not
over your
Marcus. Are you fucking kidding
listen.
me?
We went over your roster at the beginning of the pod, so we're gonna go over it quickly. We got Henry McCaffrey, uh, Tyreek, T. Higgins, Hawkinson, Aaron Jones, Calvin Ridley, which now became Jameson Williams, Travis Hunter, Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, Pitts, Ramondre, Bills defense, Daniel Carson, the Texans defense. Now, keep in mind that roster. Now we talk about Marcus's roster, right? Marcus had the 112. We already
Yeah,
mentioned
that's
this.
what.
Marcus is a Raider fan. Marcus went with Action Dempsey, no surprise at the 112. Lamar at the 2-1. Then he went Alvin Kamara, Mike Evans with the third with both his third rounds. Devontae in the fourth. We had no fifth rounder. He went Travis Kelsey in the sixth.
And this is my thing with Marcus. He's a Raider fan, bro. Understand, like, yes, I guess you went with the best available tight end at the time. Travis Kelsey's fucking washed up, bro. Like, come on, man. Then you have with your Raider bias going Jacoby Myers, bro. He's looking for a contract. He demanded a trade, so we don't know what's gonna go on with him.
So we got Kelsey in the sixth, no seventh. Jacoby Myers in the eighth. Brian Robinson in the ninth, which now he's a backup to CMC.
Back
Ravens
up,
defense in the 10th. John Smith at the 11th spot. Josh Downs at the 12th. Chase McLaughlin at the 13th. Marvin Mims at the 14th, and Isaac Guriendo. So your man got both backups for a CMC. So if CMC does go down, Trav, you know who to trade for.
Yeah.
If you ask me, looking at this roster, I do think you get in, Trav. I think you are the seventh, not the
You
seventh seed,
think?
but
Are you kidding me?
you are the seventh.
I
Not the seventh seed, not the seventh seed. You are the seventh team in the playoffs. So right now we got Alex, Eddie, me, Jalen, Kevin, Pat, you. Those are the seven playoff spots.
But my thing is, if okay, so if you felt like your team wasn't good enough to make the playoffs, would you say that?
Yes,
I don't
it's
believe it.
about. It's a. You're probably right. You're probably
Yo,
right.
no matter how you draft, how many trades you make, you always gonna say you got the best team, bro. That's just how you
And
are. Like me, I'll be like, yo, I mean, everybody else's team is pretty good. I don't know. I'll use the Jeff route. Like, I'm not sure, hopefully, but Jeff be like, oh, I'm not gonna make the playoffs.
yeah,
This
well,
person's way better
hold
than
on,
me.
hold on. Give me a second, real quick. I gotta check something out. Keep talking.
He got the pizza rolls in a microwave. The microwave just went off. But anyway, yo, it's good to be back, man, in the EFL podcast. I don't know what this redraft reject bullshit is. We're changing that. We're going back to the EFL podcast, the EFL fantasy football podcast. Um, we're going to try to aim for podcast. No, we're gonna do a podcast every Friday. Every Friday, we're doing a podcast. It's for you guys. I want you guys to be in the podcast, in the live chat. We're gonna do it. All right. So this is for the league, man. This is the best league. This is the best fantasy league in all of football. The fact that we're all in tune with each other and we all like are in the group chat, don't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? You check your pizza rolls.
Nah, well, first of all, fuck you. All right. No pizza rolls. Um, but I agree. I think this is the best league. I think there's many leagues out there that people don't communicate, that people don't talk, people don't make trades, people don't like each other. I think what separates us from those kind of leagues is yeah, there's a bunch of shit talking going on. There's a bunch of fuck this, fuck you, fuck this, you're a clown, you're a bozo. But at the end of the day, it's all love. No one takes
It's
the
all
shit
love.
serious.
No, nobody. My opinion is nobody in this league don't like each other, bro. Like, you
That's
know
what I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
It's not personal. People talk shit. People call each other out their names. Like pe-
No, nigga,
people.
Jalen. Jalen, what the fuck? Jalen talk shit. Jalen call people
Um,
out their names. Okay.
there's a lot of stuff that we can't say on here that goes on in the chat. Typically aimed at Jeff for a certain something that he is. Um,
No, that's all you. I got nothing to do with that. You're
uh,
wild.
but we are
Jeff,
gonna.
Jeff, Jeff was in a group chat the other day. He called you Pablo Escobar, bro. Did you see that? Nah, he didn't say
Well,
that.
we
That
we
was
are we are like a close group of guys. Hopefully Sean hates group chats, and he said "fuck you guys." That he wakes up to like 200 messages every night. But he's chiming in here and there, right? We got some guys like Conrad who really don't talk much, but when he does talk shit, he talks shit. Uh, Eddie's constantly talking shit. Jalen just you can't shut him up. I think that's why he get blocked during the preseason, the off season. Got playoff hopes relying on McCaffrey's Achilles.
that's not
You
even
know,
true.
you know
If
what's the
McCaffrey
surprising
goes
part of
down, I'm
this?
good.
Hold on. You know what's the surprising part of this comment? He spelled Achilles right, and not McCaffrey.
Like I said, McCaffrey. McCaffrey. Sound like a fancy restaurant, nigga.
So we're like Trav said, we are aiming for right now. As of now, Fridays is going to be our time to do the pod. During those Fridays episodes, we can talk about the Thursday night games that just happened and lead us into the week two matchups and stuff like that. We are bringing back ballers on the bench. That's number one.
Ballers on the bench.
We definitely bringing ballers on the bench back. Um, I think we're doing Cleo time again.
Cleo
Um,
time. We are back with the Cleo time.
so, do you want to start this week and make our week one predictions?
What with like the matchups?
Well, just like how we always did. Like, oh, you think this person is getting, oh, I think Lamar Jackson will have over 350
Oh,
passing
Cleo
yards.
time.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
do.
what's
We do top three Cleo times, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want to do that now for week
Let's do
one?
it right now. We have to, or we have to, because the next time we do the pod, it'll be
It's
after
gonna
week
be
one.
after week one. All right. So you're gonna do your three, or you want me to go first and you think about it?
I'm gonna do my three first, and this is
All
this
right.
is not because I'm me. My Cleo time prediction, my number one is I would be the highest scoring team this league this week.
Okay.
I will be the highest scoring team this week.
All
Okay.
right.
Number two, I feel like Conrad will be the lowest scoring team this week.
Okay.
Number three, I feel like so before Thursday, there will be a blockbuster trade. Does that what?
What,
That's a good Cleo time, bro.
bro? This is what we doing. Okay. Okay. So those are your three, right? I think at least in one time in the Thursday game, the tush push is gonna be ran, at least once,
Oh my God.
right?
Of course it's gonna. This is what I'm talking about. You're picking the easiest shit. The Eagles are going to do the tush push to make a statement to the teams that voted against it, bro. Did the
Uh,
Cowboys vote against it? I'm not even
okay.
sure. If they voted
So
against it, bro, and they do the tush push, your shit is declined, bro.
no, no, no. That was a joke, right? These are my three, right? Um we're gonna go with Joe Flacco has Joe Flacco has more passing yards than Joe Burrow in their week one
What?
matchup, right? We're
Oh
gonna
my
go
God.
with
Great.
we're gonna go with uh I I beat Marcus by 15 or more points, right? So I beat Marcus by 15 or more points, and my third Cleo time for week one matchups. Um, hmm, okay. I think week one total. I want to say Trey McBride leads all tight ends in receiving yards week one.
Can I
Almost
piggyback?
easy.
Can I change my Cleo time and piggyback off of that?
Which
Like
one? Which one are you
my
changing?
a blockbuster trade
All
one.
right,
Can I say that Derrick Henry would be the highest scoring running back in week one?
highest scoring running back. Okay.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
I'm not doing the blockbuster trade one because I feel like if I say that, y'all gonna try to, do your
Well,
bullshit, make
and
sure
who? But that's the thing. In whose eyes we're gonna say it's a blockbuster? Because it might be blockbuster to you. It might not be blockbuster to
it would have been
someone else.
and the trade would have involved me, bro. Like I feel like I'm gonna make a trade that's going to shake up the league, man. Like I feel like
Well,
I'm gonna make a
that
trade.
doesn't include you walking, right?
What do you mean by that?
I heard your pronouns are 3 5 4 fum.
You're a
No,
funny
but
guy,
we're
you man, you
we're,
piece
we're
of
we're
shit.
definitely gonna bring. We're definitely planning, like we said, for Friday nights, probably like around 5 6 maybe. 7 o'clock the latest, I will assume, right?
Yeah,
Um,
it wouldn't be that late unless it's on your end because
Yeah, so
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock between 5 and 6. Like I said, we bring Cleo time back. We bring Balls on the bench back. Patrick,
Ballers on the bench. For y'all that don't know, that was my voice. Yo, I want to bring back the commercial. Remember the commercials, bro?
uh,
Yeah,
this is it, man. This
yeah.
is this is week one. Officially, I would say we start on week one of the EFL, man. This is it. This is week one. We're prepping. We're ready to
Man,
go. We're
I'm excited. Let's do the game of the week. What do you think the game of the week is gonna be, bro?
has to be, and we spoke about this earlier. The rematch of the championship game, you versus Jalen.
The rematch of the championship
You
game.
guys, you guys can put some waiver bucks on the line, and the winner gets those waiver bucks. A small
Um,
wager, a five,
that's
ten dollar
illegal.
wager.
No, we can't bet waiver dollars in this league. That's illegal, bro.
Sounds like you're scared.
I'm not scared. I'll put up 50 waiver dollars.
50 waiver bucks? Jalen, are you accepting this trade and this offer, Jalen? 50 waiver bucks.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, you bet $100 week one and blah blah blah." I'm not trying to hear that shit. I don't remember that. I
Oh,
really
look,
don't.
look, look, right here. I'm never placing a bet with Travis involving anything ever again.
I don't remember that bet. That's what Jalen don't fucking understand. Like I don't remember making that fucking bet. $100, bro. I never bet anything over $20, bro. Like you know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
there was witnesses. That's all I'm saying. I don't care.
Who's the
I don't know.
witnesses?
Patrick and I don't know if you were intoxicated or
Fucking
what.
Patrick. You for all I know, you could have hit Patrick like, yo, if you said that Travis made that bet, I'll buy you a happy meal. Like Patrick be like, okay, and then
Yeah, but I can't wait,
I'll buy
man.
you a five, Pat.
I can't wait. I can't wait for week one. I got Marcus easy dub. Like I said, I'm beating him by more than 15 points. That's my Cleo time prediction. Oh, the winner of Cleo time. What we doing, man? Before we go, what's the
That's a
winner?
good question. I don't
Oh, hold
because
on. And I want to do one more thing before we go. Um, so
let me ask you a
we're
question, come in. What
what happened?
time? Let me ask you a question. Can you hear
What's
me
up?
or am I breaking
Yeah,
up?
I hear
What
you.
what what time do you get your phone taken, bro? Because there's been times where I hit you up and like try to make a deal or whatever, and you're MIA. I'll call you MIA. Are you doing like a family movie night or like?
All right.
Sure.
First of all, you're breaking up because your service
Oh,
fucking
now I'm
sucks.
breaking up. Now I'm breaking up. You see, the commission gets his phone taken.
No, shut the fuck up. Don't start with that bullshit.
Who's the real commission of this league? You or Lena, bro? That's what I want to know.
That's fucked up, man. We got
Yeah, that's what I
one,
want to
two,
know.
three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Conrad 10, Eddie 11. Who am I missing?
I got a good idea for the Cleo time. Whoever loses at the end of the
Who?
season,
What is it?
you want to know?
Yeah, what's
This
up?
is gone, bro. We gotta get rid of this.
The beard? Nah.
What?
You said this?
The beard is gone, bro.
Nah.
You
Nope.
sound like a bitch. That's how I know
I,
I'm on Cleo time.
yo, who am I missing? So I got me, Brian, you, Kevin, Jalen, Alex, Sean, Marcus, Jeff, Conrad, Eddie. Oh, and it's
Jalen,
one of them all, Patrick.
Patrick,
All right. So the plan is to go to Florida for the draft, right? When we down here,
Orlando.
right? Yep, we're going to Orlando. Hopefully everything works out and we do get down there. Hopefully this plan gets out of the group chat, right? The plan down there is to go for at least 3 days, right? Whether it's the weekend, whether it's midweek, whatever availability they have or whatever. Um, so the plan is we're gonna do another live combine, right? Everybody's gonna be down there. Eddie might make it. Um, if not, we got someone to do the event for Eddie. He said he's okay with it. Um,
Who?
it's don't worry. It's not a fast person. It's somebody who's built like Eddie. So someone that's built like Eddie and probably runs like Eddie is gonna replace Eddie.
There's
Um,
another you out here in this world,
that's
Caleb.
fucking lying. You know what's crazy? His name is Ed too. So we got Ed replacing Eddie.
Who the fuck? No, no, no. Who the fuck is other
So
Ed, nigga? How you got
so
Ed,
no,
Ed, and
so it's a so Ed is on the waiting list to be in the EFL if there's an opening. Um, he wants to join us in Florida. He was at the crib for the draft. He said he fucks with the vibes, he fucks with the league. He wants to be down there in Florida with us. He said he's down for that.
wait?
Obviously,
Who is this guy? How do you know this guy?
I'm gonna work with him,
Come on, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? You got
right?
another Ed? You got Ed, and Eddie, bro? Like that's not how things work, bro. If
So,
if Eddie's not there, he got to do the combine in fucking Arizona,
so,
bro.
so there's two options. I already gave them to Eddie. Either he gets the last pick for not showing up because hey, everybody's spending time and spending money to get down there. You can't be rewarded, right? Or like I said, this guy just runs and does the events for Eddie. And he just whatever this guy finishes, Eddie has to deal with it, right? So now the trick is, right, a little twist on this. We're gonna do 6 teams of two, right? So it's not just you running the 40 or you having the longest throw. It's my 40 plus your 40 combined. The team with the
And we get
lowest,
to pick.
huh?
We get to pick like where we finish in the season. We get to pick our partner.
No, right? It's all going to be random.
Oh my god.
Everything is going to be random. So from time to time, we're going to announce a team. And what better way to announce team one than on the first episode of the year? So let me share the screen so y'all can see
Wait,
that
so
we're
you're
good.
announcing the teams for the competition next season?
Yeah, but is we're going to announce them. Is this shit on the screen? All right.
Oh, you got this is
So this is
yeah,
only
this is
team one. We're
crazy.
not
I'm
announcing all
looking at this
six.
already.
All right. We're not announcing all six. It's just this is the first team that's going to be announced.
Okay, so all right, so every
So
episode we announce
throughout
a
the
new team.
year, throughout the year, we'll be announcing team two, team three, team four, like that.
This is
So
crazy, bro.
the first team, right? We got, let's see, we got Marcus. All right. Marcus is the team. Let's see who's
The
his
fact that
teammate.
laughing is crazy. Marcus is showing
Marcus,
Jeff.
Marcus and Jeff.
Yo, I can't. Marcus and fucking that 40 about to be crazy. How's Marcus? I don't even know what Marcus look like. Is he skinny?
Who? Marcus?
Yeah.
Nah, he makes up the like the 220, 230
Oh, yeah.
weight limit that we have in this
You
league.
think 40 times be a little slow?
So Marcus and Jeff, team one. All right. I'm not gonna announce the events yet. All right. Or you know what? I'm gonna announce one event. Fuck it, why not? The typical 40-yard dash.
40. And listen, league, we want to go to Orlando, bro. It's not that much money. Let's pay the money
So we got
and
we
make our
got
way to
team
Orlando.
we got team Marcus and Jeff. Don't know what they're gonna be calling themselves. Maybe the black and white cookie. Uh, maybe the black
Jeff,
Hitler.
they're gonna be called Marcus Russell.
Jew Marcus
Marcus
Russell.
Russell. Jeff Marcus Russell was.
But that's the first team, man. So hopefully, like I said, this shit gets out of the group chat and make it happen. I think we have a good time. I think it'll be something better for the league. Hopefully, this can continue. We can do this shit every year. But team one out the way. Five more teams to go, man.
Well, I'm loving this. This is better than the last year like draft shit. That the last year shit was fucking confusing. I didn't know
You
what the
know
fuck
what?
was going on.
It's because you guys are. I don't know if I can say the word, but I'm saying it anyway. You guys are fucking retarded. That's why.
No,
You guys,
I disagree. I'm not the only one that feel that way. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? It was all over the place. I
you,
feel
you,
fucking Kentucky
Jalen,
Derby, bro. What nigga watching the Kentucky Derby, bro? Like, what?
Patrick went to KFC, but this is it, man. Episode one in the
Patrick
books.
was in the Kentucky
Pat,
Derby.
Pat, maybe next week you could join us on here. If not, then we just the bandwidth will stay strong.
Hey,
Uh,
you gotta talk about the protect your neck, Pat, after the season, man. Like,
Trav,
I mean, when the season starts, you gotta do the
Trav, good
protect
luck.
your neck.
Good luck week one, man. Hopefully you win your matchup. If not, Jalen's gonna be talking hella shit. Good luck to everybody.
I'm gonna
See you
win.
next
I'm gonna
Friday.
win. Jalen, make that bet.